I'm sorry to intrude on Stella's day, but I have had a busier week than I expected and I haven't had time to sit down and make a video, and any time where I may have had time, I ended up just reading because I still haven't finished the challenge and we only have a few more days left, and I'm getting a little scared that I'm not gonna finish 50 books this year. Since you last saw me, I read Matilda, which I loved, and I'm a little sad that I never read it as a kid because I would have loved it as a kid. This was one of my favorite movies, and the movie is actually a really good representation of the book, and that always makes me happy. I also read Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, which I liked, but there was a lot of gratuitous swearing in it, and that's not really my thing, and there were a couple of other things I didn't like about it. But the story was interesting and I enjoyed it, I just wasn't crazy about it. So that brings me up to 47 books. I have about 70 pages left of The Key to the Golden Firebird by Maureen Johnson, and I'm enjoying that. My big problem at this point was that on Thanksgiving I started reading Little Women, and I was gonna finish by Christmas, but I didn't, and now I still have half of Little Women left, and it's a pretty big book. So that's gonna slow me down a lot. So I need to finish those, and I need to finish one more book, which I haven't really decided what that's gonna be. Even though I haven't read Mockingjay, I don't know if I want to read something that long. I know that's not that long, but at this point I pretty much need a book that I can finish in like one sitting, and I don't know if I have time to do that with Mockingjay. I'm sure you can tell how frazzled I am right now. I'm sorry that I don't have time to talk about anything too specifically, but there's a lot that I want to talk about in this video, and I don't have a lot of time to edit, and I have to be at work in a couple hours and finish that book, and so yeah, I'm just really busy. I really want to show you guys the book that I bought at Barnes & Noble for myself when I was Christmas shopping because it's beautiful. It's The Chronicles of Narnia. It's all of the books in one book, but it's not that thick. Normally, I don't really like multi-volume books because then they're really huge and I don't really like reading things that are unnecessarily bulky, but this one is beautiful and it's really not that big. I think I've talked about how much I love maps on this channel before, but I love maps. They're pretty. I'm curious as to whether you guys have favorite books that you read this year. I think mine was The Name of the Star, probably. But I also really loved both Anna and the French Kiss and Lola and the Boy Next Door. I know a lot of people said that they loved Lola more, but I really loved Anna too. I can't really choose between them. They're both really good for different reasons. I also really loved all of the Narnia books, which I'm still ashamed of not reading until this year, other than the first two. Hence me buying a pretty one because I love them, and ours was falling apart. So tell me your favorite books, Heather and Stella and anyone else who wants to, because I like hearing that kind of stuff. I'm going to go edit this as quickly as possible. Stella, I hope you had a lovely Hanukkah. Heather, I hope your Christmas was wonderful. I hope that you all have a wonderful 2012.